Most people think public land is shot out. Too many hunters, too much pressure, no big bucks left. I've hunted public ground for 35 years in Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Ohio, and I can tell you that's wrong. There are giant bucks on public land right now that nobody is hunting. I see them next to private parcels all the time, mature deer living on ground that anybody could walk into, and yet the trucks all drive past. I've shot close to 30 bucks on public land over the years, and the areas that hold the biggest deer are usually the ones people walk right past. There are real reasons nobody hunts them, and if you understand those reasons, that empty spot becomes yours. Here are 5 ways I get it done. Way 1, learn to be a ghost. The whole game on pressured land is separating yourself from other hunters, and that starts the moment you step off the truck. You follow the main trail for a while, sure, but pretty soon I cut off the beaten path, and I make sure nobody can follow me in. When I scout in the summer, I don't crush ferns, I don't stomp through the mud. I'll even clear a little patch of bare soil, a sand trap 2 or 3 feet wide, right on a trail. Then I come back and read it. How many different boot prints crossed it? That tells me exactly how many people are using that ground, and I never leave a trail of my own. No ribbons, no reflective tacks, no glow sticks. You work 45 minutes to find a spot, and one piece of flagging lets a stranger walk right to it. Learn a compass and a topo map too, because the day your phone dies is the day you need to find your way out of big timber. Number 2, access points. This is the one most hunters never think about. A big piece of public might have a parking lot here, another one 3 miles down the road, and nothing in between. Everybody parks at the lots and hunts out from them, so the middle sits empty. I'm the guy who parks at the lot, then walks a mile down the road and cuts in where there's no pull-off at all. Or I take the ugly way in. There's a spot in Michigan's Upper Peninsula where you cross 2 beaver dams and a shallow marsh in knee boots to reach a set of ridges. I fell in the first one, but that 20-minute crossing eliminates 95% of the hunters. That's the whole idea. Take the difficult access nobody wants, or find a flat, boring route where you can just put your head down and grind out the miles, or slip in between the parking areas. Get to the middle, where deer retreat when the pressure pushes them off the edges, and let them come back to you in the morning. That is where I kill the majority of my bucks. The third one, scout people, not just deer. Trash, old tree stands, faded blinds, boot prints, beaten down trails, ribbons, tacks. Anything that means a human has been there, I avoid it. On pressured land, other hunters matter as much as the deer do. Learn to read people as carefully as you read a track, because one busy trail can tell you a whole area is spoken for. What I'm really hunting for is a history of sign with no people attached to it. Old rubs and scrapes in the same spots year after year, because that terrain fits how a mature buck moves. Some of the old spruce swamps up north still have notches cut in the trees from decades ago. That tells me deer have used that ground forever, and if there's no fresh human sign, I've found something special. Way 4, scout by air before you ever lace up your boots. I spend most of my scouting time looking at aerial photos and topographic maps, comparing them on hunting apps, right from my living room chair. You can read a shaded hillside, pick out ridge lines, and find the benches and saddles where deer travel, all before you drive an hour to the woods. Here's the key most people get backwards. You scout by air to find the spots, then you scout by foot to verify them. Not the other way around. If you just wander the woods on foot hoping to stumble onto a good area, you'll waste whole weekends, and you'll walk right into everyone else's sign. The map gives your boots a purpose. I used to laminate topo cards of an area and check spots off one at a time. An hour here, an hour there. On an Ohio piece, I screenshot the map on my phone and colored off the ground I'd already covered. It keeps your scouting efficient, and it keeps you off your feet, which matters when your feet are what alert deer. And the last one, hunt where the edges come together. This is what turns 10,000 acres into 100 you can actually hunt. From the air, you cross off every parking area, every people trail, every big block of open hardwoods where folks just wander from their trucks. Then you circle where the habitat changes. By edge, I mean where a steep hillside slams into a swamp, where mature timber meets a clear cut, where a waterway cuts through, where uplands roll down into thick bottoms. The more of those edges that stack into one spot, the better. An island out in a big marsh might be the only dry way a deer can cross, and steep country funnels them onto benches, saddles, and points. That's the whole system. From above, you cross off the people and circle where the edges meet. On the ground, you find that history of buck sign, you confirm nobody else is in there, and you cover your own tracks going in and out. You mind your access, you keep scouting for people, and you get to the middle nobody else will walk to. So don't let anybody tell you public land is shrinking or shot out. We have fewer hunters today than we did 20 years ago and fewer than 10 years ago. The number keeps dropping every season. Put in a little work, and within a couple hours of almost any home in this country, there is outstanding public ground waiting. I still hunt somewhere new almost every year, and after 35 seasons, I'm still learning. Go find your big buck this fall.